welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name's Sam, this is Express Performance. Today we'll be tinting. I'm going to be showing you a breakdown on how to heat shrink the back window on this Lexus. I'm doing a voiceover on this one today, guys, as I just thought it'd be easier and I'm just trying something a bit different. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, guys. Let's get into this video. Firstly, I am cleaning the back window, removing the bird poo, just cleaning all the surface area with a bit of soapy water, just squeegeeing it off, making sure it's completely dirt and contaminant free. Now I'm just applying a little bit of soap just to help the film slip when heat shrinking. So this is where I'm cutting the film now, which will go over the back of the window. I'm measuring out the height at the moment. Now I'm going to cut the width. This is just so the film is able to be able to shrink. If I was to pull it off the other way, it just wouldn't work, and you basically just have to start again. As you can see, I've just pulled off the width, just cutting that now, and now I'll place it on the window. Okay, so I've just added a little bit of more water to the window, not a massive amount, not too much. And now I'm just going to lay it flat, making sure it's covered the whole surface area, cutting off any excess which is just hanging onto the body. I'm now going to lock in like the H shape, which they call it, which is like a capital H. So I'm locking either side through the middle and either side. So now we've got both the sides in the middle locked down. Now we're onto the heat shrinking process. This is where it gets difficult. It's going to take a fair bit of practice. As you can see, I'm just gently wafting the ends of the fingers, as they call it, and then slowly pushing and working them out as they sort of go into like squiggly lines from a straight line into like a zigzaggy line. That's when I'm pushing it out. As you can see, the top of this glass isn't massively curved. This is a fairly straightforward flat glass, and I'm literally don't need to use a pull technique. I'm literally just pushing it out gently. I've also done, so that's the card method that I've used along the top. I'm now going to use a glove, like a heat resistant glove, and slowly work out doing the same thing but with my hand. This is how I was originally taught back in the day. I'm just sort of laying everything out. As you can see there, it just turned into a bit more of a like squiggly line instead of a straight solid line, and that's what we're looking for it to be able to heat shrink and be pushed down and out. This way I'd probably recommend, guys, if you were new to it. I don't know, to be fair, you might be able to get on right with just using the card method, but I learned like this, it's more controllable. I think by doing it by hand you can control the force a bit easier. We're not looking for it to be as smooth, as flat as possible. We don't want any creases or any like cigars, as they call it. They're like sort of like, or peanuts I think they're called as well. Other people call them peanuts. They're like little circular looking peanuts really. But yeah, we're just aiming to work all these fingers out at the moment, just working from the tips of them and then slowly, gently pushing them to the edge of the film to completely have a smooth finish. So I've just sped this last little bit up, guys, as you can still see me working all the fingers out until it's completely smooth all the way up to the edge. You might be able to get away with it in some instances. If you've already passed the dot matrix, you'd just be able to trim it out, but I've taken it out pretty close as this window is quite big. The visual area is quite big. So now I've popped the light on the inside so I can see the dotted line through the film. You could always turn the roof, I could have turned my roof lights and my side lights off to help see the line a bit easier. A lot of guys use a blade on the glass. I personally, again, like I said in my original videos, I don't like using that. I generally like using scissors it's more controllable and there's less chance of even damaging the glass. You can also get this tape which can go around the visual area, but I don't bother with that. It's just as easy to trim it with a pair of scissors. Here I'm just making sure I'm over the dots. As I left the lights on so you guys can see a lot easier what I'm doing. Obviously you can see the light on the inside of the car there, which is obviously just shining up and allowing me to see where I'm going, well, within reason. So the back window is all now cut out, all the surrounding area up to the dot matrix. I'm now just going over, making sure it's all still sitting flat, just getting rid of any last little creases, potentially, well not creases, fingers that are still there. It's pretty much fine. I'll just do this just to make sure it's all sitting down at the edges really nicely, especially on these saloon back windows as they're really sort of hard to get to push out on the inside, just making sure it's perfect and flat. So I'm just working out the bottom. I'll do the same now at the top, just to make sure it's all sitting down really nice, which it was anyway, but this window isn't too curved, so which is quite nice. So here's the finished piece. It's just 1 or 2 mil over the dot matrix all the way around. That's it, guys. So you just watched me heat shrink this back window. I'm going to install it. Now I'll show you the installation on a back window on a saloon in another video. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.